Hey guys, long time no see. My name is Ali from Acrylics. Sorry for the long wait. I was really busy with college, but I'm ready and let's get right back into it. I have a really interesting video for you guys today and I really hope you enjoy it. Let's get right into it. So first, obviously what we're going to want to do is spread the phthalo blue. Then you want to mix it with the white, obviously. Make sure to get the ends because those can look bad if you take the tape off and there's no paint on it. So now you can see that I'm just kind of going back and forth. Try and get that nice color. I can't say this enough, and that's obviously why you can see me keep doing it. Make sure to get the ends. Now with a clean wet brush, start spreading the white. Make sure to spread it evenly before you start mixing it with the blue. And then you want to start mixing it with the blue very patiently. Make sure to get all the edges and the ends. And then slowly bring it up. And then you want to start bringing the blue down very slowly. Make sure to spread it evenly. Make sure to have a nice rhythm while you're doing it. Having a pattern just helps it look nice. And then now with a new brush, start spreading the blue at the bottom. Make sure to spread it evenly before you bring it up. I felt as if the two blues were just a bit too separate, so what I decided to do is add more white, just so when I bring up the dark blue, it'll blend in much easier. Once you're done, if you want, just go through everything one more time with like a slightly damp brush. This will just make the whole canvas look a lot more smoother. Now it's time for stars, so what I'm essentially doing is just getting a brush, getting it wet, and then putting a bit of white on it, and I'm just flicking the paint. Whatever design you had at the top with the stars, try to mimic it at the bottom, so you can see that I'm focusing more on the right side. Now I'm putting a piece of tape in the middle of the canvas. This is going to be used to help us make mountains. Begin with just making an outline of the way you want your mountains to be. Don't stress about this part too much, because you can always change it later, but it's good to have a little outline to help you. And then once you have your outline that you like, you can start filling in the mountains. Now it's time for the moon. You can choose to put the moon wherever you want. I'm just deciding to put it right here. You can choose whatever type of moon you want. I just chose the full moon. Here I made a little reflection of the moon, and then you can use your fingers to kind of wipe it around. Now let's get to the details of the mountain. Start by having a really less amount of white on the tip of your brush, and start making gentle strokes on one side of the mountain. Once it dries up, put more white paint and then go over it. Try to paint the same side of the mountains for all mountains just because it'll look a lot more aesthetic. And keep applying the same rules. Put a bit of white at first, let it dry, and then put more white. And then let it dry, and you can do it a third time if you want. Just remember, the more organic you paint, the nicer it'll look. So don't try to go for a certain pattern and design, just keep making gentle strokes. Now I'm doing the same thing with the last mountain. And now you can see that I'm doing the same rule over and over again with each mountain. I'm putting a dried layer of paint, and then I'm putting whiter and whiter paint. I'm just retouching the mountains now with more white just to give them more of a pop. Now it's time to take off the tape and start with the reflection. I'm just making a similar shape of the mountain but more squiggly just because it is a reflection. A little bit of the beginning of the tree cut out, but basically now we're just going to make one large tree. Make the branches however you like. Most of them will be covered, so you don't need to worry about them too much. What I'm doing now is adding shadow on the trees to make them look more three-dimensional. You can see the more it gets blended, the more it looks three-dimensional. Don't worry if it doesn't look three-dimensional right away, just keep going. Now it's time for the second tree. Since it is smaller, don't worry, we'll fix that later, but just add it to the edges. So this is how we're fixing it. We're just going to add more black between the colors to give it more of a pop. And you can see how that changes the whole tree. Now it's time for the fun part. Go get some Q-tips and let's start making trees. First color we're going to be using is burnt sienna. Just make random taps everywhere. Now it's time for some vivid red orange. Let the burnt sienna dry, and once it's dried, start putting this color. But don't worry guys, I'm not that fast, the video is sped up. Just make sure before you put the next color, the color before should be dried. Try not to make a pattern, just do random dots, it makes it much nicer. Now it's time for some Pyrole red. This is going to give the color more base. Put it random places just as the other colors, but again, make sure the orange was dried first. To make this painting, you don't need these exact colors, so if they're similar colors, you can use those too. Now we're going to add some cadmium yellow. Same rule applies, let the other colors dry and then add this. You can see how this color makes the tree look so much more vibrant. Now I'm just adding little dots to show the leaves falling. Make sure to add all the colors of the trees falling, it makes it look a lot more nicer. Now I'm just adding little streaks to make it look more like water. You can do this, but you don't have to. And there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what else you'd like to see in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please show some love to this video. Bye bye.